Hi, I'm Gretchen, and after thinking about the reasons why theory is so important in counseling, I came up with 3 reasons to discuss that importance to share here for the discussion. The first reason being that theories help counselors and other mental health professionals develop appropriate interventions. The second one that I came up with was that theories are a good starting point to use knowledge of mental health phenomena to better explain and identify client behavior. The third reason that I wanted to discuss was that theories provide clients and counselors both an opportunity to get on the same page for treatment goals more easily. The first reason being that theories help develop more appropriate interventions. I thought that theories help counselors give them the ability to select from existing interventions, as well as the option to develop those interventions further to create new, unique therapeutic interventions for their clients based on specific scenarios. I think that when an existing intervention is not working or is inappropriate for a specific scenario, counselors can expand on a technique or use a combination of theoretical frameworks to develop alternative interventions. I did find this article by Vinuello et al. And colleagues titled "The Place of the Normative Unconscious in Psychoanalytic Theory and Practice." And it provided a lot of good supporting evidence for my belief in theories and their assistance in developing interventions. The second one being that theories are a good starting point to identify and explain behavior is because I think that theories can be helpful in determining a good treatment path, but you need to first identify and explain the behaviors that you want to focus on. As behaviors develop, I think theorists can also develop those theories further to explain human behavior to better explain human behavior, which is always evolving. Early theorists always started with a simple, this happens. It explains a specific mental or psychological phenomenon that occurred, but as more knowledge, more observation, more critical thinking occurs within each theory, those theories grow to be more complex and comprehensive. I found a second article actually that provided some good supportive evidence for those statements as well, and that was by Sucheva and colleagues from 2014. It was "The Place of the Normative Unconscious in Psychoanalytic Theory and Practice." I apologize. The previous article I found was "Steps Towards the Unified Theory of Psychopathology." I have them switched in my notes. But the third and final reasoning that I wanted to discuss was that I think that theory provides counselors and clients both an opportunity to get on the same page to achieve their treatment goals, because the counselor and the client can both have very specific treatment goals for the behaviors that they've identified, but if you don't understand the core of each other's beliefs, you might have very different treatment goals, and that could cause great conflict, I think, in the treatment process. So being able to explain more deeply and more comprehensively what you're thinking can make sure that the client and counselor are on the same page to ensure that the treatment is more effective for the goals that both of them want to work on. I think overall theory is always evolving, because humans are always evolving, and I think that it's important because theory provides a basis for the whole counseling, for all of counseling and counselors, therapists. I think in order to be successful, theory provides a good foundation, a good basis for where to start, so that you can develop yourself and develop the field as a whole.